after the Obono case, or before that, everybody knows about Tarikh, the power grab, the power grip. That has been the laughing stock to parliamentary democracies and the laughing stock to our established Commonwealth Parliamentary Convention. And that can only happen if Barisan Nasional and UMNO still holds powers at the federal level. And Najib was the one who started it. And he did not end it. After Tarikh, his eye was Selangor. If you look at the past 1 year, what had happened to the Selangor? What have they done to Selangor? Elizabeth, on the cows and car, now on the allocation. Well, we are not saying that we are not subject to check and balance. We welcome. We can even put the FACC officers in the office every day. Please come. If any one of us is caught, so be it. Let him or let her face the music. But we make sure that every one of us in Pakatan is being checked by the authority, but in a proper way. We want fair and just treatment. There should not be selective investigation and selective prosecution. Because that means it is persecution and not prosecution. We welcome them to investigate the allocation of $2,400 into the purchase of the Malaysian flag. Welcome, please. But make sure, at the same time, you also investigate the 24 million bundle belonged by a person called Peter. Do the same thing. Welcome. There's no problem about it. Obviously, this is a plot to topple the Selangor Pakatan government. After seeing what had happened in Tarikh. But we are determined to face it. We are determined to face whatever outcome. And we are very sure, as far as Selangor is concerned, UMNO and Barisan will fail in an attempt to topple the Pakatan government. For the past 16 months in power in Selangor, the Pakatan has shown that we are different. We are different from Barisan Nasional. The program that has been implemented by our exco, led by Tan Sri Khalid, shows that the government of Pakatan is a people-centric government. We have a welfare program. We have a vision of building our form of a welfare state. We help the senior citizen. We help the undergraduate. We help the underprivileged. We try to make sure that this is the state that all other states will have to emulate. And besides that, we have already embarked on an effort to restructure the government. We are now talking about, and we have studied in the midst of change of system. We are going to have something like a cabinet system in our government. We don't want to have this, the old system where the EXCO, they may be the EXCO, but they don't have a department under them. They have a few committees. We don't want committees. We want every EXCO to be in charge of a ministry in this state. Make sure that whatever is government policy will be effectively carried out and delivered to people. And that is not an easy job. After 50 years, Barisan Nasional never thought of it. They are happy because in their days, Menteri Besar will decide on everything. But Pakatan Rakyat, we want to make sure that the machinery is totally different. To make sure that it is an effective government. and to make sure that we have a proper set, a proper structural government in accordance with the doctrine of separation of power. We are going to carry out another institutional reform. And therefore we setting up of the select committee, a special select committee on competencies, accountability and transparencies. And the first job we created history. First time in Malaysia after 52 years of independence, a first public hearing conducted by a legislative assembly in this country. And we had it. We had it. And from that we know how many Disneyland trips have been undertaken by KTOU. You know how much we have spent because of Selangor, because we hold public hearings. I don't know. If we leave, if we allow Pakistan National to carry on, I don't know when we'll see the first public hearing. But Selangor, we started it, and we make sure if we go to Jaya, the same thing will happen in Parliament Malaysia. Besides that, in Selangor, besides the Selangor, we have also made sure that the executive is properly checked, and therefore we have set up another 3 special select committee on the local government, on district and land officers, and on GICs. And this has never been done by Pakistan National, and now we check our own government. Even now, Elizabeth is being checked by a select committee. That is how powerful now our legislative assembly will be. It's being checked. And she welcomed it. When I say, Elizabeth, I have this bill, we have drafted a bill. We have drafted a bill, a legislative assembly service enactment. And I show it to Elizabeth, she put up both her hands and said, yes, I agree with it. She wants to be checked. And try to do it to any exco of the Pakistan National. They will shoot you down immediately. But this is the effort. We are going to undergoing an institutional restructure of this country, of this state. Ladies and gentlemen, to be frank to you, to be very frank about it, I am very ambitious. I am embarking on an institutional reform of the government as Selangor. But I am so ambitious that I tell myself, I started it in Selangor, I will make sure I end up in the Parliament of Malaysia. We need the support. The whole of the government needs the support. Let us together, let us make sure that the next generation, we do something. If I can kick KTOU out of the assembly, I'm sure we can kick Najib out of the Jaya.